This is your 5-minute fix. One question, one quick win, all in under 5 minutes. John asked, my fourth finger is starting to hurt when I do the spider exercises. Is this overuse or something I should be concerned about? First off, I'm not a doctor. I'm just sharing what worked for me and some of my students. It's always best to check with a medical professional if your pain is sharp or doesn't go away. Pain's a warning sign. This is not something that we should fool around with too much, in my opinion, especially if you're over 50 years old. Could be tension, could be overuse. It could be some genetic things. It could be early signs of arthritis. There's a lot of different things there. I know when I first started using heavy strings, I was using the GHS Stevie Ray Vaughan set a long time ago. And I started developing a pain across the back of my ring finger on my fretting hand. The middle digit there was like a diagonal sharp pain every time I tried to bend a string. When I changed those, a funny thing happened. No one said anything about this, a change in my sound at all. No one noticed the difference. I'd recommend just put the guitar down for a couple days. It's not going anywhere. You're not quitting or giving up just if you take a few days off. The majority of your time, if you practice every day, that's great. Use warm-ups, use stretches. Those are things that a lot of us we just jump into playing. If you're noticing over time, you're starting to get more and more pains, don't just run into very big, wide stretching drills and those kind of things. Work, 1 or 2 fingers at a time till your hand warms up too. If your problems continue, start to reduce things. Go ahead and reduce the repeats that you're doing. Maybe try different techniques. Maybe focus on the picking hand. This is something that gets little attention. That's just as important. We spend all of our time thinking about the shapes and patterns and getting those things, and not much time thinking about this. Spend some time going from string to string, maybe switching strings, jumping strings. Just make sure you play smarter. Don't play harder. Nothing about this guitar is brute force. We're doing tiny little movements here. They sound like huge movements, especially if distortion on your guitar, but we're just doing little teeny tiny things. You notice the difference between a chord that sounds great and the one that just sounds sloppy is just an angle of your hand. A very, very small thing. The pro tips for prevention are warm up your hands before playing. You could even run them under warm water. I knew a teacher who was a classical pianist, and he would run his hands under warm water before he played, and it helped him loosen up and feel ready to play. Use correct posture. Another thing is pressure, how hard you press down on the strings. Try this. Try pressing down. I'm going to pick the 8th fret on the high E string, and I'm going to press down as lightly as I can, and I'm going to add pressure just until I hear the clear note. I'll tell you, if you have a light touch on pressing down your strings at a certain fret, you're going to stay in tune much better than someone who's pressing down really hard. That's going to knock your strings out of tune right there. Another thing is to take frequent breaks. Don't play too long. If you notice that you're having fun playing, just force yourself to get up, walk around the room a little bit. It's also good for your legs and your back. Also, a better practice setup can help you prevent overuse and bad technique. I have a free practice space checklist for you, where you practice. If it's not great for you, if you don't have all the things you need, maybe if you just don't want to go over practice anymore, download my checklist and you get some ideas about making a really nice practice space for you. Okay, this has been your 5-minute fix. Thanks to John, and take care of those hands. I'll see you next time.